we have cosine x equals to 0.75. So first step, okay, let cosine alpha equals to 0.75. Therefore, alpha equals to, calculator out, what mode should we be in? Radian, good. We see that we have 0.72273. I like to use 5SF for my intermediate steps if required. Next step, find the quadrants. Okay, so find the quadrants that theta lies in. In this case, what is my value of theta? No, what is the value of theta? Or rather, what does theta refer to in this case? Theta. X. It is as simple as x. Okay, so we write down x lies in, now x has a range of negative pi to pi. So based on this positive value, I know that it should lie in quadrant 1 or quadrant 4, right? Because it is positive. However, I'm restricted to negative pi to pi. So where do you think my x is going to lie in now? Okay, quadrant 1. Can it lie in quadrant 4? Cannot, because quadrant 4, this one will be over here, which is more than pi already. Alright? So we are going to cancel out quadrant 4. Doesn't lie there. Next step, find the range of theta, which in this case is the range of pi of x as shown. And final step, find the value of x. So x lies in the first quadrant and it has a value of 0.72273. Now I need to consider, because this is just one of the answers, I need to consider minus 2 pi, I need to consider plus 2 pi. So if I plus 2 pi, will I still fall within the range? No. Okay, so don't need to plus 2 pi already. If I minus 2 pi, will I still fall within the range? No, so don't need. How many answers of x are there? 1. So round this off, 0.723. Got negative answer? Yeah. So where is the negative value? Which quadrant is it? Quadrant 4. Just now I already cancelled quadrant 4, then nobody said anything?
Negative. Oh, because the range goes to negative pi also.
Okay, do you realize what is happening over here? What is so significant about this negative pi?
That means it goes in the other direction.
Instead of going anti-clockwise, I can also go clockwise to get negative angles, right? So negative angles by going clockwise, it actually includes my quadrant 3 and 4. Because when I go clockwise, this is negative pi over 2. This is negative pi. So actually, it includes our quadrant 4 also. Understand? So I'm going to include quadrant 4 back in. Now, inside quadrant 4, what is this basic angle? What is this angle? In all your quadrants, the basic angle is the same. That's how the basic angle works. What is the basic angle? No, it is not negative. Basic angle got no sign on. It's always positive. Okay. So this value is 0.72273 as well. If this is negative 0.2273, what is this negative angle over here? Because now I'm going clockwise. How much is this negative angle?
Negative 0.723.
The basic angle is 0.72273. So this negative angle is negative 0.72273. Okay? So there are two values. So our presentation will be this one as well as negative 0.72273. 0.7, okay, put a smaller value first, 0.723 or 0.723. Okay? Is this correct answer now? Complete already? Okay, next one. Question 6C. we have 7 sine x plus 6 over 1 minus sine x equals to 3. Does it look like one of the form I have in blue, the first line on the board? Is it a sine theta equals to a, sine, cosine theta equal to a, tangent theta equal to a? No, right? It looks much more complicated than that. So let us simplify. Multiply both sides by 1 minus sine x. 7 sine x plus 6, 3 minus 3 sine x. I've got 7 sine x on one side, I've got negative 3 sine x on the other side. Let's add them up. 10 sine x equals to negative 3. Sine x is now equals to negative 3 over 10. Is this possible, sine x to be negative 3 over 10? Is it possible? Why not possible? Why can't sine x be negative 3 over 10? It is possible, because sine x has the lowest value of negative 1, it has the greatest value of 1. So this is possible. Now that I have changed the question to the same form, I can start my 5 steps all over again. So let sine alpha equals to 3 over 10. First step, second step, alpha. We are still dealing with radian over here. Reverse sine 0.3, we get 0.30469. Next step, find the quadrants. So we again have x, so x lies in quadrant, which one? A, S, T, C. Okay, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4, because this is a negative value. So I know it is in these two quadrants. And again, my x value is from negative pi to pi. This, by now, you should realize that it covers the entire 4 quadrants. This over here is positive pi. In the other direction is negative pi. So we are covering every single quadrant already, based on the range. So in quadrant 3, now we need to deal with the range. So x is from negative pi to pi, sure, no problem. So in the third quadrant, x equals to, in the third quadrant, over here, so we're not interested in these two anymore. Our basic angle is 0.30469. That is our basic angle in the third quadrant. Where is the angle? Angle is over here. We go clockwise. Because if we deal with our usual positive angles, I will exceed the range. Positive angle largest is pi. If I continue somewhere, it will be more than pi. So because the third and fourth quadrant are still within the range, I have to get to the third quadrant using the clockwise direction, which is negative angle. So if this angle over here is 0.30469, what is this part? No more 180, we are dealing in radian. Pi, is it just pi? Okay, negative pi. Then plus 0.30469. Where did the negative pi come from? Let me show you. In blue color, this part in blue color is my angle, negative pi. Literally negative pi. It is not a dash. It is just negative pi. And if I want just this portion, it is going to be negative pi plus this basic angle over here of 0.30469. So my resulting answer will be, has a magnitude of smaller than pi, but it is still a negative value. Okay? So that is one answer. And now in my fourth quadrant, I've got two answers over here. Or I'm going to draw my fourth quadrant. This is my angle in the fourth quadrant. And the basic angle is still the same, 0.30469. Therefore, the answer is negative 0.30469. Get the two values and round them off to get the correct answers. Next, before I go on, any questions? Who is able to follow? Or rather has an idea of what's happening for this question 6 now? Okay, who's still lost? Question 6. Okay, we'll use the last one, 6D, to try and understand it. Question 6D. 5 tangent x plus pi over 4 equals to negative 6. So at the moment, it is not of one of my forms. Because the coefficient of, look at the coefficient of this cosine theta, sine theta, and tangent theta, they are all 1. Right now I have a coefficient of 5. So what can I do to both sides? No. Divide both sides by the coefficient, which is 5. Divide by 5 to get a form tangent theta equals to negative 6 over 5. Negative 6 over 5 has a magnitude greater than 1. Is this possible? Can I have a tangent equals to negative 1.2? Can or cannot? What is the maximum and minimum value of tangent? There is no maximum, it is infinite. Your tangent graph, remember the shape. So this we see, is greater, the magnitude is greater than 1, but it's okay, it's a tangent. Now we start with our first step. Let tangent alpha be equals to negative 6 over 5. Calculator gives us, positive. So inverse tangent, we get 0.87606. Yeah, now we talk about the quadrants. So x plus pi over 4 lies in quadrants. So because this is a negative value, S and second quadrant as well as quadrant 4. Okay so far? Nisa? Okay? Okay, then the next part. Keep in mind, x ranges from negative pi to pi. So let's check out where is. Yes?
Why sometimes the range, right, will have more and
It depends on what the question wants. We don't choose it. The question tells us the range. Okay? So for the range of x greater than negative pi, we are going clockwise. This arrow over here represents negative pi. It's a negative angle because it goes clockwise. So this is the entire range. This covers quadrant 3 and 4. Okay? Then this covers quadrants 1 and 2, positive pi. So effectively, we are covering every single quadrant. So we allow our angle to be inside quadrant 2, which looks like this. Quadrant 2, where this is our basic angle alpha. This will now be our x plus pi over 4. And then in the fourth quadrant, it looks like this. This is our alpha, our basic angle again. And this is our angle, x plus pi over 4. We already have the value of alpha. Now I just need to find what this value is according to the quadrant as well as this value. Okay, so let's start with quadrant number 2. Inside quadrant 2, our x plus pi over 4 go according to a diagram. What do you think x plus pi over 4 is equal to? Pi minus that basic angle is 0.87606. So that is the answer in the second quadrant. Then we've got one more answer. In this fourth quadrant, what do you think is our x plus pi over 4? Yeah, negative 0.87606. So now I've got the two values for x plus pi over 4. This is not x yet. So in order to get the value of x, I must take pi minus 0.87606 minus pi over 4. And the second value is negative 0.87606 minus pi over 4 again. Then over here, use your calculator to help you. So 0.75 pi minus 0.87606. I get 1.48013, or, sorry, not or, just comma. You can take them as the same. Just put comma. Okay, so 0.87606 minus answer. Negative 1.6614. So round them off to become negative 1.66 or, okay, comma, 1.48. So these are my two values. And it helps for you to always check, do they fall within this range? So very easy, what is the numerical value of negative pi? Numerical value. Oh no, not degrees. Value. Yeah, so negative 3.4. Does your negative 1.66 fall within the negative 3.4? Yeah, okay. What about the pi? What is the numerical value of pi? 3.4. So both of them fall within the range. Okay? You can choose at this stage, minus 2 pi plus 2 pi, but you know that they are not within the range anymore. So these are our two values for question 6D. Question 8. Only question 8 don't need to draw a graph. Question 8 very fast one, very fast one. Okay, so explanation question, y 3 cosine x plus 0.3 equals to negative 4 has no solution. Okay, can we talk about discriminant? No solution.
Discriminant is less than 0.
Can we talk about discriminant over here? No, discriminant is for our quadratic. Okay? At least that's what we covered in the earlier part of the year. So now, cosine x plus 0.3 equals to negative 4 over 3. To prove that it has no solution, we try to solve it first. Then I come to this step, right? Then I've got a form. Cosine theta is alpha, is equal to A. At this point in time, can this be possible? Why not? You know, I've always been telling you, right? Just you must get a feel of whether it's possible or not. So you don't tell me math error. You tell me that, cosine x plus 0.3, it lies within negative 1 to 1. Right? That is the range of cosine x plus 0.3. Therefore, 3 cosine x plus 0.3 equals to negative 4 has no solution. See, this negative 4 over 3 already lies outside negative 1 range. So there is no solution. If you draw a graph, you'll still get a correct answer. Okay, and probably one last question. Question 9B. Solve, okay. Tangent x sine x minus 25 degrees equals to 0. Huh? Oh, sorry. No wonder it looks so simple. 9B. Sine square x minus sine x cosine x equals to 0. Doesn't this look like your a square minus ab equal to 0? Get it? You get it? Yeah, if you replace your sine square with a square, you replace your sine x, cosine x with ab, you get this algebraic equation, right? What will you do for this as the first step? What will you do? Factorize. Let's do the same for that. Okay, for this one, you'll factorize a round, right? So if this is the question, you get a times a minus b equals 0, therefore a equals 0 or a equals to b. Right? For algebra questions like this, we're going to do the same thing.
So can put extra question.
What do you mean?
9a.
No, I'm not going to do 9a. So sine x minus cosine x equals to 0. Therefore, sine x equals to 0 or sine x equals to cosine x. Sine x equals 0, can you do it? Okay, what are the values of x? Visualize the sine graph in your mind. What do we get? No, the smallest one is not 180. There's one more before that. 0, yes. 0 degrees, 180 degrees, 360 degrees. And then what do we do with this? Sine x equals cosine x, how? You have to remember this, Yeah, when the lines intersect, but there's something easier that we can use. Sine x over cosine x. Okay? Using this relationship, I get tangent x equals, no. I divide both sides by, okay, I divide both sides by cosine x, Give me a moment. I divide by cosine x, I get sine x over cos x equals to 1. That means tangent x equals to 1. So it's a positive value. So I have quadrant 1 and quadrant 3 with alpha equals to 45 degrees. Tangent 45 degrees is 1. Okay, so very quickly we've got 45 degrees, or in quadrant number 3, 180 plus 45 degrees. Therefore, x is 0, 45, 180, 225, 360. Okay, this one. So Cosby's question is over here. This is the relationship that you need to memorize.